Greetings, YouTube people and every pony. I got quite a treat this time. Another Clopfic. Yay! It's been a little while since I've made one of those. So I'm trying to keep from rambling. This is one I wrote myself, and I'm pretty sure it's narrated in third person. At least I think that's what it is. I'm not really good at the concept of first, second, and third person. I am an amateur, but I do my best. So, let me stop my foolish rambling and get on with the fucking story. Anyway, no one really wants to hear what I have to say anyway. Oh wait, before I go into it, first chapter of Legends of Acheron is probably going to be out soon. It's kind of hard to find any pony that could do the artwork. Now let me just stop rambling and get on with it. Laying with Lyra. It's a pony-human shipping story that... Wait, it's not shipping. Damn it, it's Clop. Why the fuck do I keep getting this wrong? Ah! When I first entered the worldwide planet of Equestria, it was one of Twilight's accidental teleportation spells that sucked me through a portal. When I first appeared in Ponyville, it scared the shit out of several ponies who thought I was a creature like a monster from another dimension that come to devour them. Like hell, if I wanted to do that, I could have done that a long while back. Instead, with a few weeks past, everything went back to normal with Twilight and Celestia explaining everything. Eventually, I just decided to settle down in Ponyville, realizing after a year that Twilight can't get me back home, which I didn't really care at the moment. I was too busy enjoying myself in a world full of pastel-colored ponies, with their cute faces and really big eyes with their really beautiful eyelashes. But there was this one pony that was more interested in me, or the fact that I was a human, more than anything. And that was Lyra Heartstrings. When I first met Lyra, I didn't expect us to hit off that quickly, or how it turned out like that so quickly. She was so interested in how everything works. She said to me that she's seen how hands and fingers are in books, but actually seeing them in real life is a totally different thing, and how the feeling of skin states in books is a lot different than how it is in real life. Eventually, we got to know each other to the point to where we actually started dating. I thought at the moment, basically, dating a pony, isn't that a little strange and kind of awkward? Back on Earth, if you're caught doing something like that, you'd be considered a freak. But in Equestria, who gives a damn? It's not like there's any other pretty girls here to flirt with. So I thought, what the heck, this horse is asking for it. I had to go with that. But as me and Lyra was sitting in the sofa of my cottage, we decided to have a drink of dandelion wine. I didn't really like the concept or the fact that it was dandelion wine. I thought it would taste like shit. But really, I've tasted worse. But as we both poured our first glasses, and after a few more, we started getting real tipsy, and Lyra started getting a little bit more talkative. And she started saying how that basically that unicorns communicate with the magic field of the planet with the use of the horn, reading the magic. I asked her if she can feel anything with the horn. She said yes, a unicorn's horn is quite sensitive. So I asked her if I could touch it. She looked over at me with pouting eyes, saying, I'd actually like you to. I'm like, okay. I ran my fingers past her ears down to the base of her horn and stroked upward as a magical shock went through my fingers and almost scared the shit out of me. And I almost ran out of breath with that narration. I just need to stop for a few seconds just to breathe in between each sentence. Damn. Why am I so bad at catching words? It's like running my head through the wall. And then I'd look like an ostrich. Boing! But as I started to stroke her horn, she started to get the cushion a little wet. And believe me, it was kind of hard not to notice. Especially when she got up to pour another glass of wine. I looked back up at her and said, Lyra, I think you wet the couch. She turned a bright crimson red and gave me the most sheepish, cute smile I have ever seen her give to anyone. And it just made me want to grab her and hug her tightly and never let go. Actually, I'm pretty sure she would have liked that. But as soon as I actually said that, the first second I wasn't paying attention, she caught me, pinned me to the floor, and wrapped me in an embrace and a deep-toned kiss as she pressed her tongue into my mouth. I was a little bit sheepish at first, because I wasn't really expecting it. But as I started to unwind, I started to accept the fact that, yeah, I'm kissing a horse. Weird, isn't it? And then I decided to, if she's going to play around with me, I might as well have the authority to do the same. As I ran my fingers down her back and started caressing her cutie mark and gave her rump a slight scratch as she cooed sweetly at the thought of having her hiney scratched. Oh my God, I have gotten a little bit better at this. Now let me continue so I can stop freaking interrupting. Ah, fuck! I lost my place. Oh wait, there it is. See, as she started cooing and purring, I reached my other hand up to her ears and started scratching behind them as her ears folded back in pure ecstasy-explained pleasure. In my hand that was scratching her backside, decided to travel a little further south. As soon as I met her love button, I pressed down on it lightly, causing the unicorn to utter a soft moan in pleasure as she gave me a red-faced, blissful look. As she said quietly to me, "Wait, that's not right. I haven't even seen yours yet." And I would look back at her and said, "Oh, you actually want to go that far?" And she gave me her best bedroom look. And I was like, oh shit, she's serious. As I started to unbutton my shirt, Lyra whipped my bed out from me and it snaked across the room and smacked against the wall. Not even realizing the window was open. As she took my pants off and threw them across the room, they flew out the window, landing on a passing Pegasus, who quickly screamed back, "What the fuck?" Which, I can understand that. Having a pair of clothing chucked down a window straight at you can be pretty awkward, especially when it lands flat on your back. Actually, I can imagine how freaking comical that would have been. I would have been laughing my ass off. After all the clothing was off, she stared at my shaft in awe, realizing it looks a hell of a lot different than a stallion's. As a stallion's tip is sometimes either flat or really sharp-headed, as mine was rounded. She thought to herself, I wonder what it feels like inside. As she pinned me to the floor, I thought to myself, oh shit, this is happening. As I really didn't realize why the fuck she wanted to get into it that quick. I didn't really care at the moment. I was about to get screwed by a horse. Yeah, this is starting to get really weird. Really fast. So let's just continue with the story. See how weird I can make it sound, okay? As she climbed on top of me, started kissing down my neck. Kind of felt great having a pony nibble on my neck, because her fur was quite soft, brushing up against my chest. But as she impelled herself down on me, I uttered a loud moan, and she clearly noticed it, because she turned red-faced as her ears folded back and moaned as well as her tongue hanged out in pure extramental bliss. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that right, extramental. If not, oh fucking well, I'm not a dictionary. Let's just go on. I just couldn't help myself. I wrapped my hands around her flanks and started impelling her with everything I got. As her moans and squeals of ecstasy got even louder and more or less muffled, I'm surprised all the ponies in Ponyville are not lined up outside our house, thinking someone's getting beat to death in there. But it sounded... And the awkward part is we all have the window open, and believe me, Lyra was screaming loud enough for Celestia to hear it herself in Canterlot. But as my head hit that one special spot in the back of her womb, she squealed out loud in bliss as love canal juices started seeping out even faster. As she turned all red-faced, she couldn't keep her eyes open anymore. She fell back against my chest, letting me do all the work, which I didn't really mind giving her all I got. If it made her feel this good, I'm going to make this pony my SSP. That's what I thought to myself, as I kept impelling myself deeper and faster, Lyra moaning louder and louder, to the point to where even the ponies outside screaming "what the fuck" were muffled out. I told Lyra we should have put a sound barrier around the house so ponies wouldn't be freaking out. But she didn't really mind. She just told me, "Keep going faster, I'm almost there." And I quacked, and I just nodded and accepted the fact that, yeah, I'm fucking a horse. And, yeah, I'm about to make her come. As I gave a sheepish, naughty grin, my fingers reached down and started playing with her tits as I rutted her to hell and back. Or Tartarus and back. I don't really know the concept of how ponies go about hell. So, let's just say Tartarus. See, a few moments later, her whole body shook as she screamed out in primal bliss as a whole eruption of fluids blasted out of her as I come inside her as well. As both of her fluids leaked out all over the floor, I told her, "Damn, I'm definitely going to have them off now." She just laughed and panted heavily, completely out of breath and unaware of her surroundings. So I just snuggled up against her, making sure the mare stays warm in my embrace. And she enjoyed it. She didn't want me to move away, because when I tried to get up, she pulled me back down. So that was Laying with Lyra, a story I recently wrote, and I'm not ashamed of it either, giggity. I hope you liked it. This is Phoenix Escalating, aka Fiction Mind Reader, out. Na 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 na.